Christos, thank you so much for being here. It's really lovely to see you face to face again. How are you doing?
Very good. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you so much.
And this is the first conference in 2 years?
Yeah, almost 2 years, yes. It's the first conference, and it's amazing to have people interacting again and discussing about business. It's great. It's been great.
How does it compare to Mykonos? I guess there's an added excitement from people that it's one of the first conferences back and they're able to see people face to face.
It is, absolutely. There's a big difference. I would say one of the main ones is that some of our members, they see that trip as an incentive. You know, the people, the employees that have been working so hard in these difficult times. Mm-hmm. So now Dubai is for them also one incentive to congratulate them for the hard work they've been doing so far.
Excellent. And what do you think about the awards? Are you really excited about that? Is there some anxiety about it?
There is, actually, yes. There are some surprises we're going to have tonight. I think people are really excited about it, and it's going to be a lovely event. I think it's going to be great.
Absolutely. Yeah. Tell us more about why NAP is such a special members network.
Okay, that's a good question. Well, I would say the first direct answer would be we are the only network focusing in air cargo activities. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you see the logistics networks around the world, which there are hundreds now at the moment, you will see that they are very generic. Mm-hmm. And then you have a few that they are specialized on sub-industries like automotive or aerospace, right? But if you look at I would say the transportation modes, Mutual Air Partner is the only, I would say, air cargo logistics network mm-hmm. that exists at the moment.
Wow, that's a great thing to hold, isn't it?
Yes, okay. I mean, so far we're doing great. I mean, we're very happy. We're not an open network. It's not open for everyone. I mean, we try to keep it small, and our business model is actually to drive products, mm-hmm. and even to make money. To be very realistic, mm-hmm. at the end, it's not a charity, right? It's a business. It's to make money through the products we drive from mm-hmm. the network. And
tell us about the changes that you've seen in the air cargo industry over the years, not just the pandemic, I mean in general.
Well, there have been many changes. I would speak more on the changes, the behavior from the carriers, from the airlines, I would say, to the small and medium-sized air freight forwarders and consolidators. During the pandemic, they realized that only the small and the medium-sized air freight players, they can really deliver value. Mm-hmm. I mean, the big global forwarders were all working under a standard operation procedure, SOPs. They didn't have enough training. So when the whole pandemic came in with a lot of aircrafts grounded, then the only one that could move shipments, let's say, from A to B were those kind of small and medium-sized air freight players. Mm-hmm. They had this kind of brokerage mentality to move shipments around through different airports and different carriers and mm-hmm. so on. So I think that now the small and medium-sized air freight logistics player is treated much more seriously by the carriers and the clients mm-hmm. than before.
And with the changes that we've seen, what other digital trends have you seen coming in?
A lot of digital trends coming in, a lot of tools from air freight procurement and rate engines and payment solutions and you name it. But there's a big problem over here. There's so many tools, so mm-hmm. the average air freight forwarder, they're a bit confused, they don't know where to start. So what I'm looking to see in the near future is a kind of a dashboard, a digital dashboard that you just use, one dashboard, you go in, you choose your tools, and you don't have to jump in and out through different mm-hmm. applications.
Because that's one of the challenges, that there are so many to choose from.
Exactly. Yeah. Many to choose, they're confused, and then they will have to, going to 10 different applications.
Mm-hmm. What are the other challenges?
Well, okay, cash flow. Let's be realistic now with the business, with the rates going up to $7, $10, $12, $15 a kilo. Mm. So that's a big challenge for the average air freight forwarder's cash flow, and of course capacity, which is a problem mm-hmm. for everyone. And
where do you see that going? How is that going to be fixed?
I think we will come to a point where the air freight rate will be, I would say, a fair price to pay. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you think a few years back, you could still move shipments with 50 cents a kilo or 70 cents a kilo. That's not realistic, right? That's mm-hmm. not even, sometimes it was cheaper than a local delivery, mm-hmm. right? Now we see the other way around, where an air freight rate is $20 a kilo. Mm-hmm. I think we will come to a point the carriers will see Then once you book an air freight shipment, then it has to fly as booked. It will fly, you will pay a fair price, and if you don't deliver on time, you will pay a penalty or a cancellation fee. The same way it's happening in the travel industry.
Yeah.
So that's where I see this happening.
Excellent.
And obviously, of course, the airlines are treated cargo now much more seriously, as it is now, cargo is 40% of their revenues.
Yeah.
So it's really important.
They have to
Absolutely,
listen. Yeah. And what are your thoughts on the importance of e-commerce for air cargo industry and for your members?
Well, e-commerce, okay, that's again very complicated. In what way? For a lot of our members that are consolidators and master co-loaders, e-commerce is just a commodity. They just move a commodity from airport A to Z. So if you ask them, do you handle e-commerce? They will tell you, of course, yes, I do. You know, I'm a broker, a consolidator, I'm handling e-commerce. But the bigger picture, like an e-commerce operator with first and final mile services, gateway clearance, cross-border, that's very difficult because it varies from country and customs regulations and so on. But thankfully we have companies like CCL that they're really helping us to understand the process and what do we need as traditional air freight forwarders to adapt with the e-commerce market.
Yes. And can you tell us about future growth plans for NAP? What's coming up?
Yes. Well, there are many, but I would say one. I think our biggest plan is to get more active with to deal with carriers on global incentives agreements. We have been very successfully with Turkish Cargo recently. We're speaking with a few other airlines, IAG and other groups, and I think that's our path moving forward. And of course, digitalization, like train our members, get some real tools coming in as NAP and help them to grow.
And tell us about NAP on air. What's the growth plans for that?
Well, NAP on air, we want our members to deliver the messages to the world and to the press and to the industry.
Another platform for people to share their views.
Yes, another communication platform, yeah.
Absolutely. And tell us about digitalization and how can that help the industry?
Well, if you look now, the time that an air freight operation people they need to handle a shipment, it's more than 20 minutes or half an hour, especially if you look at the cargo capacity issues now. I mean, digitalization will definitely help and drive the industry moving forward. I mean, absolutely, this is the way to go.
And your next event, or the big one, is Bali next year.
That's in Bali next September, yes.
What can you tell us about that? How exciting?
It is very exciting. I mean, if you look at, we are almost 200 people over here, but we have very few from Far East because of the restrictions and everything. I mean, very few from Latin America, Australia, New Zealand, and no one could come because of the restrictions. So Bali, we're expecting to be our largest event. We're going to have, Far East is our strength as a network anyway, China and Southeast Asia, so we expect to be the biggest event.
Well, just the fact that this conference is being streamed online to our colleagues in China is such a great initiative in itself to allow people to still feel like they're part of it.
It is, absolutely. Yeah, it was great, and some of our members as well, they saw on the screens that they were appointed like top 5 cargo agents for the airlines that we cooperate, so it was great.
Excellent. Well, good luck at the awards this evening, and we'll see you very soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.